air traffic control and how safe you are when flying will be the focus of a congressional hearing, and it follows several high-profile crashes just this year and a new report that multiple pilots received alerts warning about aircraft being near while they were trying to land at Reagan Washington National Airport. If you remember, that's the same airport where an American Airlines jet collided with an Army helicopter, killing everybody on board both aircraft. I want to now bring in NewsNation travel editor Peter Greenberg for more. Peter, good morning to you, my friend. Today's hearing is focusing on the air traffic controller shortage. You know, the FAA is short about 3,500 of them. What are you expecting and what are you wanting from today, Peter?
Well, we have to put this in perspective. This goes back to 1981 when the traffic controllers wanted to go on strike, and Ronald Reagan fired all of them, replacing them with military air traffic controllers who did a good job, but there was no provision by the FAA to understand attrition, retirement, and rehiring, and they've never been able to catch up. So the fact that they're 3,500 controllers short had been going on for 4 decades. Right now, we've got 3 air traffic control centers that are operating under 85% staffing thresholds, which means, Markie, that you've got air traffic controllers are being forced to do mandatory overtime. Not a good idea. But then going beyond that, what this hearing is supposed to also deal with is how do you get ahead of all this, not just in terms of staffing, but in terms of equipment and technology. Because the FAA and those control towers are still using antiquated technology. In fact, the airlines and the airplanes that are flying in these airports have better technology in the cockpit in many cases than the controllers have on the ground.
Yeah, and is the big answer here just more funding, Peter? And is that something we could actually get after today's hearing? Or is the hearing largely symbolic, do you think?
The answer to that is yes to both, because remember, in the last Congress, there was an FAA reauthorization bill that provided for the hiring of 1,500 new controllers. Not enough, number one. And number two, they don't just take the job next day. There's a steep learning curve before they're allowed to sit at those control consoles by themselves. So you have twofold here. You've got staffing and you've got technology, and they have to improve both, or we haven't improved anything.
Yeah, I know that Secretary Duffy just visited the FAA's Academy in Oklahoma City recently. Do you think his visit will have any impact and improve conditions?
Well, the bottom line is it's not about the conditions of the Academy, it's the numbers and the training. If you don't apply that funding to that, you don't solve the problem. Same thing in the towers. Again, you're using antiquated technology. Would you believe at some control tower, they're actually controlling planes using slips of paper? This is not the way to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
How common is that? Are you hearing about that everywhere? Slips of paper?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, it's been going on for a long, long time. The controllers do a great job, but they've got challenges, not just in terms of staffing, but in terms of the equipment that they're using. And the technology has always been available. It just has not been implemented.
Yeah. The other big headline this week is that FAA employees have reportedly verbally been tasked with finding tens of millions of dollars for a Starlink deal with Elon Musk. What are your thoughts on a deal like that? What would it mean? And what are your sources telling you on this one?
Well, here's the irony. Forget the possible conflicts of interest raised by this deal. The reality is that the Starlink technology is great. It works, and it would be great for them to use it. The question is, how do they do that ethically without the conflict of interest being raised? Starlink is a great system. I swear by it. Other pilots do as well, not to mention the controllers.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.